From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. The mayor of a northeast British Columbia town says a wildfire near the edge of Fort Nelson was caused by a tree blown down by strong winds onto a power line. Northern Rockies Regional Municipality Mayor Rob Fraser says most of the area's 3,500 residents have been evacuated since the Parker Lake fire broke out 12 kilometers west of Fort Nelson. But police are knocking door to door to ensure everyone got out.
We had a wind event go through here, and we had a tree fall on a power line, sparked a fire. That's about 12 kilometers out of the community. So by the time our fire crews got there, it was, an acre or so in size. But the wind was blowing so hard that it whipped that fire up into, 80 hectares in less than a couple of hours.
The Parker Lake blaze has reached nearly 17 square kilometers in size, more than double the size just hours before. Smoke from the wildfire is prompting a special air quality statement in Edmonton. Environment Canada meteorologist Heather Rombo says people should stay indoors or take precautions if they have to venture outside.
If you have certain type of mask that will help filter out the particulate matter, you can use that. And really, the main thing is just to try to remain indoors and just stay out of the smoky air as much as possible.
She says the thickest smoke could clear off Sunday, but warns it's possible that it could linger for days. Protesters and authorities describe very different scenes after Edmonton police dismantled a pro-Palestinian encampment at the University of Alberta early Saturday morning. Organizers say officers fired tear gas and wielded batons and bicycles, and that one demonstrator was hospitalized. University President Bill Flanagan says nearly all of the occupants left peacefully, and the police reported no serious injuries. Former Liberal cabinet minister and longtime Toronto MP Jim Peterson has died. Former Ontario Premier David Peterson confirmed the death to the Canadian press, saying his 82-year-old brother had a heart attack at his farm Friday. Jim Peterson represented the Toronto riding of Willowdale throughout his 23-year parliamentary career. The one-time lawyer also served as federal minister of international trade under former Prime Minister Paul Martin. U.S. First Lady Jill Biden is telling graduates of an Arizona community college to tune out the people who tell them what they can't do.
You shouldn't go to college. That's what my high school guidance counselor told me.
She didn't listen, went to college, then worked and got more degrees, finishing at 55 with a doctorate.
People like to tell us what they think we can't do.
Jill Biden told the Arizona grads, sometimes the voices are from those around us, sometimes from within.
Drown out those voices and remember what you've already done. You've met life's challenges before.
I'm Julie Walker.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Connor Bedard scored twice and Canada opened its title defense at the Ice Hockey World Championship with a 4-2 win over newcomer Britain today in Prague. The 18-year-old Bedard scored his goals in a 4-minute span of the second period to put the game out of reach. Michael Bunting and Brandon Hagel also scored for the Canadians. In the NHL playoffs, the Colorado Avalanche host the Dallas Stars tonight in the third game of their best-of-7 series, which is tied at 1 game apiece. Stars head coach Pete DeBoer says his team will continue to build off its momentum.
We got to keep, like round one, keep building our game every game of this series. I thought game 2 was better than game 1, and we've got to make sure that that's the same in 3 and 4 here.
The game starts at 10 tonight Eastern Time. And Montreal is looking to get back into its professional Women's Hockey League semifinal when it hosts Boston tonight. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.